Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank, you are listening, caring partner.
Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. Tonight on Road to Success, our guest is Mukoma, the CEO of Princecam Media, who believes that giving back to society is one of the key to success. This and much more on Road to Success. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Our guest is Mukoma of Princecam Media, who believes that life is about giving.
Giving, yeah.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
You have a very inspiring, very interesting, very awesome story, really, because you started off as a tout, and now you own a media school. Yeah. Wow. Tell us, how did it begin?
It began as a dream, and once you have a dream, the dream will always come to pass. And you know, like a normal dream, at times you forget the dream, but at some point you can remember, oh, I dreamt about this. So it began as a dream.
But being a tout, really, were you really dreaming about being where you are today? Did you see this?
No. When I was a tout, because that's what I was exposed to, I was dreaming about maybe owning many cars, many matatus on the road, because that's what my mind was exposed to. But I knew at some point I'll be a businessman, I'll be an entrepreneur, and I will have a voice, and you know, I'll have a big company. But at that point, I didn't know it would be in media.
Mukoma, a lot of people know you as a gospel music video producer. Yeah. And as far as we are concerned, I know you are. I would really say you're the grandfather. you started this. Yeah. How did that journey begin for you?
The journey began when, in my search for better life, now I moved from the village to town, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I did a short course in food and beverage. Not that it was my passion, but that's what my cousin did. And at that point, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I wanted to escape from the village at that time. And I knew this short course will give me a job very soon after I'm done. So 6 months, did the course, got a job in a restaurant, and worked as a waiter for 1 year. And after that, I resigned, and I was looking for another job. And that is when my life changed, when I met my mentor in media. And he told me like a joke, why don't you come, we try photography for the time being. And I was like, at that time I was tamarking, so I didn't have anything to lose. So I was like, okay, let's try that photography. I don't know, I didn't have a passion about photography before, or media. But when he said that, I was like, okay, I've got nothing to lose, let me try this thing. So we started trying, and until now we are still trying. So he trained me, and I worked for him for some years, and then I thought now it's time for me to start my company.
At what point was that? I mean, starting a company is not obviously that easy, like you make it sound.
True, starting a company is not easy, but when you have a passion for something, you can, you can surmount any difficult. At times you do things, and because you're passionate and there's something boiling in you, you can do things, and later you're amazed. How did I do this? Actually, when I discovered I have a company, I tried to flash back. How did I begin? Because it began as a passion, and I started doing some music videos. I volunteered in a certain church to do production. I met some musicians, and I tried to figure out how are music videos done. So I did a music video for Esther Home, for the late Angela, and I was like, wow. I did the videos, they came out, and wow, they aired on TV, and people saw them. So people started looking for me. It's like, who did that video? So to me at that point, I had not thought about it as a business, but people came looking for me. They're like, we want you to do a video for us. I have a song, I want you to do a music video. So that's when I had to figure out, okay, can this be business? And I thought, wow, yeah, I can monetize this. It can actually become a business. So that's when I got a friend's studio, and we started now doing the music videos, hiring the camera, hiring the studio, and I discovered, wow, this business. And we grew from that time and bought equipment one at a time until I discovered, wow, I have a company.
How much capital did you start with?
I didn't have any cent, any coin to start the company. The only thing I had is the knowledge and the dream. Because the first client approached me to do a video for him, and I didn't have an office, I didn't have money, so I asked them for a deposit. And because they had seen what I had done, they were ready to give me the deposit, so they gave me a deposit of 20,000 shillings. Is what now I used to hire to rent the studio and to hire what I needed to do their work. Yeah. So that's all I had at the beginning. And after that, we did a couple of videos. So I had to figure out what name do I write on the video, because when we do music videos, you write your name there, produced by. So my nickname then was Prince. And I loved that name. So I wanted the name Prince on my company. So I thought, okay, just Prince. What do I call it? Prince Media, Prince Company. So I thought, okay, it's Prince and I love cameras. How can I join the two? So I joined Prince and Come to mean camera. That's how Princecam Media was born.
Mukoma, what you do is really tech-based. That means you must have specialized camera people, lighting.
Yeah.
Where did you learn this from? I mean, so that you can train other people.
I learned from people, interacting with different people, from media houses, different producers, and then research, getting to see what other people are doing through internet. So I learned from people, and that's why I really believe in empowering other people. First, it was Juguna training me in photography and video and showing me how you do, set up a camera. Then after that, I interacted with people in media houses and got to learn now another level of production.
Why did you choose gospel artists as your core business as opposed to the regular artists in terms of secular artists?
I started in the church. So, and I volunteered to work in church, and being a Christian, I was, like I told you at the beginning, I believe in giving back. And even the best way to learn is actually to give. So, because I started in the church, of course the musicians you meet in the church are gospel. So when you produce gospel, and I produce for Esther Home, most likely the secular musician will not, come to me. But I'm also principled, and I believe in doing things that are morally upright, things that are, I believe in doing positive things. That's actually our mission in the company, to transform the society through media and to nurture talent. So we strongly believe in that, and we always do gospel or any positive music.
And hence your media school.
And hence the training center now.
The training center, which I want to hear more about after the break.
Okay, thank you.
You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business.
The new Equity Auto Branch MasterCard with Papers lets you enjoy a faster, cashless, more secure card experience. You can tap and swipe your shopping, pay your bills, and fuel at no charge. You can also withdraw and deposit cash at equity agents and ATMs countrywide and access your bank account from any MasterCard outlets worldwide when you travel. Visit your Equity Bank branch today and get yours instantly.
Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Our guest is Paul Mukoma of Princecam Media. Thank you so much for joining us. Before the break, we were talking about your school.
Yes.
What are you calling your school, first of all, and what is it about?
We're calling it Princecam Training Center.
It's a training center.
It's a training center. And we have partnered with a local university to certify students from our training center and give them certificates and diplomas.
How did the whole idea of the training center begin?
As we were doing productions, people were watching what we were doing, and many young people were like, I would want to do such productions. So we started getting young people who would want us to train them to do what we were doing. And also we were getting some students from schools and universities who wanted internship in our company. So we saw a disconnect at some point where people from some schools could not actually do the practical work. So at times we would wonder, what were they learning in 2 years? And at times we could train people in 3 months and they can actually do the job, handle the camera and handle the editing. We saw that gap and we thought, wow, let's fill this. And we started training now one student at a time, 2 students at a time. And now we thought, wow, we cannot now mix the production business and the training. So we had to start a separate entity, the Princecam Training Center.
Having been in business for 6 years, and then of course starting a new extension, I mean, there must have been lessons that you have learned.
Yes.
What lessons are you applying to your new venture?
There are many errors we did, and there are things we didn't know about, like documenting well and having things done professionally. So there's a lot we've learned in 6 years that now we're applying in the school. And that's why we thought, okay, let's do it professionally. Let's get us a partner. At times there comes a time, if your strength is in this, maybe you don't try what is not your expertise. So that's why we got a partner, a university, that can help us in the academic side. Because as much as we are training, there is an academic training that we don't have. So we got a partner.
You make it sound so easy from where you began to where you are today. But obviously there must have been some setbacks. There must have been reasons for you to have just covered yourself with the blanket and said, I don't want to go to work, but something kept you going. What was that thing, and what were the challenges you were facing at that till today?
Like I told you, Catherine, the challenges are so many. It's only that sometimes you're so passionate, you don't see them. And there has come those times when I felt like I don't think I can go on. Most of the challenges are financial, because as you grow, your overheads increase.
Yeah.
You know, at the beginning, I just needed to get 20,000, pay the studio, I'm hiring 5,000, and have my profit of 15,000. Maybe that's just an example. But as you grow, you get an office, you employ people, you get staff, and these overheads are so much. So there are all those problems that at times you hit. When you hit a dead end is when you discover, okay, how should I have done this? And financial difficulties. At times, you know, you're not a HR person, so you start employing people, but you don't know things about HR. You don't know how to manage people.
Sitting here, hearing what you're telling us, it's quite admirable. What advice would you give people who want to start a business?
The advice is start, because there are things you will never learn until you start. You can come up with good business plan, you can come up with very good strategies, but if you don't start, you'll never know that strategies at times may not work at some point. And there comes a time where there may need to be a change of strategy. So starting is the main thing, but again, it's good to be prepared. It's good to research on your field, because again, Catherine, you don't have to start business like someone else. There are some people it can work like me, where I wasn't prepared and I'm passionate and all that. To some people and some type of businesses, you cannot start like the way I started mine. Some type of businesses, it's a must to have a business plan. It's a must to have things in place.
What is your future? What do you see?
Our dream and our vision for the business to become a global media giant is to go global and become a giant. That's our future. So to have the training school should grow all the way to a university, have a production company grow where we can do big films in Africa and tell African stories. And we also have a music record label. We sign the best of artists we have, we have in this country. And again, go on TV and utilize the digital platforms that we have.
Thank you so much. Your story is truly inspiring. I mean, from a tout to owning a global media giant.
Yes.
road to success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank, your listening caring partner.